Hello, this is Sophia Harris from LauGlobalConsulting, and I wanted to touch on a few topics of interest to micro, small, and mid-sized business owners today, really quickly. So, having had many discussions, I felt like today would be important for us to start with changing consumer preferences and how these changing consumer preferences need to be at the center of your strategic priorities as we continue to venture through this year. So as a business owner, senior executive, you look around and see market changes, you see your competitors, other people in multiple industries pivoting, doing innovations, implementing new policies, digital transformation, and you're wondering, where do you start? Well, have you engaged consultants, experts to help you assess your current business situation? You know, your business structure, your skill sets within your organization. I mean, a recent McKinsey research publication quoted something that I thought was so profound. It said, I think it was, the human element is the holy grail of technology transformation. So if you're not investing or planning to invest in attracting better talent, better suited for your organization and the direction it's going in, retraining your talent, you know, coaching for your executives, your senior leaders of the organization who will lead the transformation initiative, then you will be left behind. LauGlobalConsulting offers executive coaching and digital marketing as well, because I want to get into that as well. So you start off by really doing a market assessment to see, okay, what has changed in our market? What are competitors doing, our periphery competitors, you know, people who aren't necessarily in our space but close enough to be making an influence? What's changing with our consumers? Are you using software to track your consumers, look at their new behaviors, how they socialize now? Ask yourself these questions. What makes my consumers feel secure now? What makes them feel connected to their family members, that fulfills that need for intimacy, fulfills the need for security? Think about those important things. What is important to your target market? And then you have to think of, okay, I have to tailor a messaging for that. Where do they hang out? You have to be where the consumers are. They're on their mobile devices. They're on their laptops. You know? And so you get to this point now. What's next? You need to engage a strategic digital marketing partner. LauGlobalConsulting does that, and we believe we are a cut above the rest, because we don't just curate pages and do pretty things that look really nice. It's a science. We've been in this space for much longer than most people who have gotten on it now because it's popular, it's trending, and the world has been accelerated due to the pandemic. But we have been working in this space, I can safely say, on a higher level from 2016. So the last 5 years, heavily in this space. We understand it. Engage a specialist and then come up with a strategic communication strategy and rollout plan across specific platforms where your consumers are. Once you've done that, then the next thing I would say is that you start to think of a long-term engagement, because really what happens to the consumers now is that they care about who's in it with them for the long haul, who are their strategic partners. I read another research article recently, I think it was Forbes, that said most of the consumers, or McKinsey, most of the consumers who switched brands or brand loyalty recently, they didn't do so because of price points or fancy marketing and branding campaigns. They did so because of the sustainability and reliability of supply. Consumers want to know that you're there with them for the long haul, and they can get access to the products and services that they put their faith in you to supply. So what is your sustainability plan? They say 9 out of 10 business owners don't execute their strategic plans. Why is that? LauGlobalConsulting are certified executive coaches to help you get your leaders up to the skill level that you need to get rid of some of that tension and some of the anxiety and things that are counterproductive as a result of the pandemic. Help the teams become more cohesive and collaborative, which affects the bottom line with increasing profitability. So don't discount executive coaching. But strategic planning, 9 out of 10 don't execute. Why is that? Well, we think, and we would posit, that it is because of how the plan is developed. Was it a collaborative exercise? Where is the accountability incorporated in the plan and the execution plan? Is it being tracked? Who is leading it? Who is leading the execution? All of these things result in accountability and the chances of successful execution. We can help you. We can help you structure it in a way where the likelihood is much greater that it would be executed and executed well. And it would be developed in a way that really considers market changes, future scenarios, staff upskilling, and the human element, that holy grail, as McKinsey put it. Let's talk about digital marketing some more. Now, we are, I believe, one of the very few, if not the only strategic, high-level strategic digital marketing firms. We are, that's one of the services that we offer. And I say this because it's important that you not be left behind. Digital ad spend and e-commerce has taken off and is not looking back. There's a research publication, I think it was McKinsey as well, I'm a fan, that indicated that 2/3 of global consumers who have taken to online retail are not looking back. They're going to continue. 29% of people who had stopped going to physical business locations to do on-site business transactions, they will not go back even after the proliferation of the vaccine. Why? 28% of them said it's not because of health reasons. They're not scared. That's not the reason that they're not going to go back to going to physical locations to conduct business. They're going to continue doing it remotely as much as they can because of changing consumer preferences. Preferences have changed. The global e-commerce market, according to Statista, I believe, is about 6.54 trillion, or estimated, my apologies, to be at 6.54 trillion in 2023, up from 3.5 trillion in 2019, I believe 2018. That's a huge, that's almost double. That's a huge leap. E-commerce is not looking back. Do you have an e-commerce enabled website? We do that, by the way. The global digital ad spend, I believe, is 783 billion. And North America, I think, is projected to see a 56% increase in their digital ad spend over the next year, I believe. And the digital ad spend market in the Caribbean, I believe, is $639 million. So there's a huge potential there in the digital space. Digital services are taking over. LauGlobalConsulting, a huge part of what we offer are digital services. So it's e-commerce websites, global digital marketing, strategic global digital marketing, webinars, pretty much anything to help you become a digitally enabled business, a digital business, or a business with a huge technology component, technology transformation component, whatever it is that you think is right for your vision and mission. We help you to create a digital marketing strategy that is aligned with your corporate or organizational vision, mission, values. When we say, or when people say they're pivoting, they talk about the pivot, they talk about funnels, they talk about all of these buzzwords. It's really a shifting strategy based on shifting markets, shifting priorities based on shifting consumer preferences. And I would say, take a crawl, walk, run approach, and always lead with empathy. Lead with connecting with the consumers. Have you been feeling like you're disconnected from your customers? Revenue, new sales, cash flow is either stagnant, in decline, or completely en route to disappearing. A CARICOM report recently, supported by research data from the Jamaica Manufacturers and Exporters Association, indicated that 59% of businesses surveyed shared their intent to close their doors or either temporarily or permanently as a result of the pandemic. That is disheartening, because if it's one thing that we know, if we are paying attention, is that there's always opportunity in a crisis, always. So I say to you, don't lose hope. That same report actually indicated that, I can't remember the percentage, a significant percentage of the respondents also said that they identified new business opportunities and introduced new products during that same period. So some people have been able, I believe it was about half, some persons have been able to identify opportunities. You want to be one of those. You don't want to be a company that's forced to close its doors and, you know, people lose their jobs because we're not taking the time to really assess and mobilize. We have analysis paralysis. Don't get frozen in the crisis. There are many windows of opportunity, and we are here to help you. You're not in it alone. Companies all over the world are engaging consultants. Executive coaching is trending, and like I said, the human element is so important to the shifts that are about to happen market-wise and within your organization. There's a McKinsey report that says that, no, it's not McKinsey, I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was. Training increases productivity by 22%, but executive coaching increases productivity by 88%. That's a tremendous difference that executive coaching results in, and you know that increase in productivity leads to increase in profitability. They say 9 out of 10 business owners do not execute their strategic plans. Do not be one of those 9. We can help you develop a plan. We can help you develop a communication strategy. We can help you execute it in a way that is suitable for your unique needs and your unique target markets. We can help you really analyze the situation and get you mobilized. There's always a way. So I say reach out to us at www.LauGlobalConsulting.com. I can't speak today. LauGlobalConsulting.com. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and we're always available. We have certified executive coaches, certified strategic planners, negotiators. Hello, always negotiate. If you get a quote or a customer wants a price that it's like shocking, why is it we refuse to negotiate? Negotiation brings people together. There's always a way to come to the table and reach an amicable, mutually beneficial resolution. We can coach you in the art of international negotiation. I, for one, have been negotiating international contracts for 20 plus years. Yes, you just got a glimpse of my age there. And so, always negotiate. Negotiate with your clients, negotiate with your suppliers, because that translates to a better experience for your customers. Lower prices, if you're translating it to them. Always negotiate, you know, and we can show you how. We have PR experts, e-commerce. I, for one, have an MBA in e-commerce and marketing and management. You know, negotiate. We have experts in strategic planning. I don't know if I said that before. Search engine optimization, and more. You know, we have intentionally brought a team of experts together to offer you almost a comprehensive strategic partner for all of your key revenue lever needs. These are key areas in your organizational structure that can help generate more revenue, manage costs, and help you to strategically adjust. Reach out to us, and thank you for tuning in.